Hi, I'm Dan Cortopassi. Today I'm reviewing an HO scale 2-truck Shay from Westside Model Company. This is an older model that's not currently in production. Like many brass locomotives, it's undecorated. I bought my Shay on eBay for $450 plus shipping. I've seen Westside Shays like this one listed at prices upwards of $1,000, so it pays to have patience. I watched the Shay listings on eBay for over a year before finding this one at what I thought was a reasonable price. We'll start the model at 100 points. The model is packed in its original cardboard box. Inside, there is a piece of red foam on top and another red foam cradle around the engine. The Shay is wrapped in plastic, which is good, as sometimes old foam like this can discolor the brass. This is a good sturdy box that should protect the engine for storage and transport as long as the model is wrapped to keep it from touching the foam. I was not able to find any photos of real Shays that match this model exactly, but the model definitely captures the look of these unique locomotives. Obviously the model has no paint, though it does appear to have a thin, clear coat which is typical of brass models. Detail on the engineer's side is excellent, with freestanding plumbing, separately applied handrails and steps, and much more. It's worth taking a second look at the drive shaft. It's entirely made of metal and should be durable. I especially like that the universal joints are metal. The fireman's side of the Shay has no drive shaft but still has a lot of interesting detail. In front, the model has freestanding uncoupling levers and air hoses. The headlight is not lighted. Since that's not uncommon with older brass models, I'm not considering it a fault. Both ends of the model are equipped with dummy couplers. The rear of this oil-burning Shay has nice fuel bunker detail with a freestanding ladder. The rear headlight is also non-functional, but both headlights could be made to work using small LEDs. Up top, the model has more neat detail, including nice touches like the screen and the smokestack. Some of the walkways have a simulated wood grain finish. Underneath, the model has enough detail to look good while on the track. As with many Shays, the telescoping square tubing on the drive shaft that connects the truck to the steam cylinders can come undone if the trucks are swiveled too far. It's not too difficult to slide them back together. This is mostly a problem when the model is handled, not when it's running. The third axle is powered by the Namiki coreless motor, and power is transferred to the other axles through the drive shaft. Since this model has dummy couplers, I'm skipping the usual coupler test. Thankfully, each dummy coupler is a separate part held on by a single screw. The screw is too short to hold a normal coupler box. On my model, I drilled and tapped the rear screw hole for a 256 screw and mounted a KD 158 coupler. I had to shorten the rear of the coupler box to clear one of the screws that holds the frame to the boiler. Once that was done, the coupler came out right on the money. Don't you wish they still built stuff like this? All of the wheels are in gauge according to the NMRA standards gauge. The model has no body wobble, which is awesome. The engine weighs 10.9 ounces. I measured 1.7 ounces of drawbar pull with my force gauge. Unfortunately, only one side of each truck is used to pick up current. Even in an old model, I think this could have been done better, so I'm taking 5 points. To test the model, I'm running it with a DC throttle. It's very smooth with minimal noise. The engine has a tendency to stall at low speeds, something that could be fixed by improving the electrical pickup. If the engine were converted to DCC, using some kind of capacitor circuit would be a good idea. Two screws on each end of the model hold the body to the frame. Inside, there's room for a decoder and even sound. So let's take a look at what we've got. The model only uses half of its wheels for electrical pickup, so I took 5 points in the standards and operation category. That leaves us with a total of 95 out of 100 possible points, which would be an A on our report card. This model gets a green signal. This is the nicest running HO scale Shay that I've seen. It has a metal drivetrain, so it should be pretty durable. If you're a brass collector or a modeler who's up to painting a brass model, then I think you'll really like this engine. If you shop around and can find one at a good price, I don't think you can go wrong.